There, YouTube, it's just me, Ted, 1969 here, and we're looking at a 1970s, probably early 70s issue of a Tonka Toy Volkswagen. And it looks like it's got a souped-up engine on the tail end, and like I said, all the Volkswagens had their engine. So yeah, I've had this since I was a kid, and at some point in my childhood I attempted to do a custom paint job of it. And as you can see, I guess I wasn't very good. I was never very good at models when I was a kid. I can kind of do an okay job if I take my time now, but I'm by no means an expert. But I think the time has come to try and do this thing a little more proud than what she currently is. So I'm just capturing some of the before here. And as we can see, the windows are no longer quite clear. The front bumper is missing, mostly. And the back wheels were crooked. I finally got the one wheel off. It was like having a baby, but I was able to pry it off of the axle. This thing just slides out of the body. There are some plastic clips to hold the axle in place, which are broken off on this side. I'm not sure if that's recent brakes or ancient brakes. Probably ancient, I would guess, because the plastic seems to be a little bit worn there, but I couldn't guarantee it. And they're mostly there in the front. I think I'm missing a little bit on the one side here. I don't think that's a big deal. It's not going to affect the playability of the toy or anything like that. And just to take note of things, I'd already actually had these little prying clips opened a couple of times, or at least the once, so hopefully if I do it again it's not going to break them. That would be a pain in the neck. So if you're ever thinking of restoring one of these, make sure you only take it apart the once if possible. Metal breaking after it's been bent the same way a few times. So I'm not sure what color I'll go with yet. I'll probably look it up. I'd like to do some kind of a metallic paint, because that seems to be 60s, 70s type of style, so something like you'd see on the old circus bumper car rides type of thing, maybe that sort of a deal. I don't know if I'd go with, I think you can kind of see the original green underneath here, especially these parts here and here. It was kind of just a shamrock green, I guess, or a St. Patrick's Day kind of green, and there was a flower on it, I think. And at least there was some on the Volkswagens I was seeing online. It's a bit of a damage to this wheel here, the rim, so I don't know if I can work around that or not. Possibly I can do a little bit of fixing up to that. And then it'll be just to see if I can clear up that glass some, and maybe restore the white of the inside, because I'm sure that plastic is either dirty or faded as well. And maybe put some chrome paint on this just to spruce it up a little bit. Maybe paint some trim or something like that. Do the belts in black. Back bumper seems to be in pretty good shape. So at that point it'll just be to strip the body down and put some good paint on that. And I think we'll have a pretty fun little rebuild. I don't think it's going to take too long for me to do it. Just be a matter of grabbing a can of paint at the store. And we'll see how it goes from there. So I'm going to sign off with that and hope everybody has a great summer so far.